tell you when tell you after air. Welcome everybody to Twitch Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, now back on Tuesday, now on YouTube, now still on Twitch. I'm Nat, that's Dylan, and we're live apparently. What's going on, Dylan? How have you been?
Busy, man. Busy. It is that time of the year where the sun doesn't come out as long and trivia nights are happening. I just got back from a Harry Potter trivia night.
Oh, how'd you do?
Me and the gang got, more or less second, right? So it's a teams thing, one, right? And our team was tied in second place with like two other teams. And then first place was tied with two people. So like second to fourth, objectively speaking, but only missed two questions amongst the table of nerds.
Oh, okay. What were the questions?
I'm trying to remember what they were. That's what's getting me.
Because I don't know, I'm kind of a Harry Potter expert now. I read like four of them.
No. I think us, we've been around Inner Geekdom long enough to know our shit. Even if we didn't watch the movies, which I did, and I read the books.
I haven't watched a single. Oh, that's not true. I've seen the first two when I was a kid.
Yeah,
but I haven't gone back to it as an adult. I've just been reading the books to catch up.
So as a book reader, then this is a fun question for you.
Sure.
In Harry Potter 1, the Sorcerer's Stone and/or Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you're at, who is the first Weasley to go onto the train from the platform?
Oh, that's is that Percy?
You're right. But that's a question. Okay, so I pitched Percy at first because I was like, is it Percy? Because I was like, I don't think the twins go first, and Percy's still there at that time.
Right.
And then I got outruled on that one, and they're like, no.
Percy prefect?
Yeah, Percy was a prefect. He went first, but it doesn't have any lines. And they gaslit me because it was two of my other homies who do know a lot about Harry Potter. They were sitting there and they're like, I think it's Fred, because there's the line about them kind of going back and forth. I'm like, yeah, they're next. And I couldn't remember because Percy doesn't really have a line, He might say one thing and then goes onto the train. But
don't you hate it when that happens, when you like people you think should know better than you overrule you and you end up being right? That happens all the time to me.
It happens all the time. I should have been more confident with it, but you know what? I just felt I felt like vice captain or under on this one, right? I have a friend of mine who's like a true diehard one, who on it. But
so is this the movie or the books, or are they the same?
They had a mix of both. So mostly it was movies, but they had a couple questions that related to the books. So like, this happens in the movie. How does this happen in the book? And those were both ones that sank us. The other question was in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I think it's Order of the Phoenix. When Draco casts Petrificus Totalis on Harry and then puts the invisibility cloak over him, the cloak of invisibility onto him. In the movies, it is Luna who finds him on the train, right?
Oh,
because she's the fucking goat. And in the books, who is it? And none of us fucking remembered. I was like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't read Order of the Phoenix yet, so I have no idea. I've only read up to the Goblet of Fire.
Spoiler, it's Tonks.
I don't know who that is. We got to him.
Oh, Tonks is great. Tonks is fine. Anyways, Nat on the bottom, because I was just talking with Hannah about talking to her about something totally unrelated. But go ahead and on the bottom, can you send up a banner that says talking about Bethany's new guy? You can spell Bethany however you want to. But you gotta go ahead and pull up a chair so I can talk with you about this.
Or something. I don't just.
Well, you gotta be on screen. I'm
not.
That's actually correct.
Yes,
that's correct.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Come. You don't have to grab a chair. Just stand over here then. But you can't talk off screen. That's not how this show works.
Down here.
All right. So everybody, welcome Hannah to the show. And Jean.
Oh, and there's Jean.
My hair's so fucked. I need to get a haircut.
She's gonna be in your lap right here in a second.
Yeah, she's gonna hop up here soon. So anyway, my friend Bethany recently started talking to a guy, and we got to meet him because she's a therapist. I'm a therapist. Like a handful of us were therapists there, and she brought her guy out, and she was like, "Hey, I want you guys to give me a vibe check. Tell me what you guys think." We're like, "Okay." And he
I wasn't there.
You weren't there. So Hannah was wanting to know about him. So this is why we're doing this on the show, because we need some sort of intro before we talk about Minthara getting turned into a sheep. That's a Baldur's Gate stuff. Make sure to hang out more.
Tell me, I want to know.
I got you build up. All right, so we meet him. His name's Christian. And Christian, if you're watching this for whatever reason, that's a really weird thing to get caught talking about on. But very nice guy. Pretty geeky. It wasn't just nice as
What's he look like? Bring him up.
I don't know his last name.
Put him on the computer. Pewter.
Pewter. Oh, fuck. Let me message Bethany and be like, hey, let me.
Pewter. Show me picture. Also, now Gene's in your lap.
Yeah, that's fine. Link.
But the whole gang's here, as you can see.
Hannah wants to creep. Anyways, so Christian, very nice guy. He's pretty geeky, like in the traditional me and you sense now, So, he knew his Harry Potter like well and well, but he's like, yeah, I'm more of a Star Wars and Tolkien geek, and I was just like, I told the chat, I was like, Bethany.
Me and I.
Anyways, so
there's actually not a lot of ways to spell Bethany. I couldn't come up with another one.
That's beat Hanny.
Well, Bethany Frankel spells it in a pretty
dumb,
interesting way. It's Bethany.
Yeah. So anyway, he's like pretty geeky. We're chilling. We're cutting up. We talk about Dobby dying or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, Dobby dying." He's like, "Couldn't happen to a better person than that franchise."
Spoilers.
Spoiler for those who haven't read that part.
Oh my gosh, Dylan.
So
It was actually a spoiler for me, but it's fine.
no, it is not. Sure, that's a moment
He's
know.
not very far into it.
Just because he's not reading it. I mean, the movies have been out long enough where that's a thing that's gone around. Surely he knows.
I did not know about that. No.
You're fucking with me. You're so fucking with me.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
So I didn't hear the whole thing. You said Dobby dies?
Yeah.
And it's
No, I did not know that.
Oh, okay. So that's fun. So tiny spoiler, Dobby dies.
Gird your fucking loins because it's rough, buddy.
Yeah. So in the movie, they definitely like hit it pretty hard. The book is pretty good about writing it out too. But Dobby, if you've read enough books now to know who Dobby is.
Well, it shows up in the second book, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a pretty annoying little shit in the second book.
Wizard Children Dose.
Well, yeah, Wizard Children Dose, and he makes some appearances in the other ones later. Yeah, Dobby's real annoying shit, but so Christian, Bethany's new guy, was like, yeah, low key, Dobby I think is the Jar Jar Binks of it's not even the right Frankel spelling, but I'll give it to you. He's like, yeah, so Dobby's the Jar Jar Binks of the Harry Potter franchise, like, no cap. 100%.
That's not how you spell Frankel. I had to legit look up like 3 times back how to spell Bethany.
Yeah,
And I got Franco wrong. Let me fix
and you
that.
still got Bethany
yeah, you spelled
wrong.
Bethany.
You spelled Bethany.
Bethany.
It's hard. Spelling's hard.
Come on, Nat.
I know you're.
So anyway,
Fine.
he had some good takes.
It's not right. Damn it.
No, that's even worse.
Bethany, it's 2 N's. 1
2 N. It's not 2 E's.
2 E's, but not 3.
Yeah. So he also we were talking shit
Yes, Bethany's.
at
not
Bethany.
Frankel.
Anyways, so me and Christian were talking shit because Bethany's a subtitle watcher, and I get it on some stuff for sure. Some stuff I'm not like total hating.
I'm a subtitle watcher.
Okay, but like, fuck you. I speak the language. Like, unless the audio is shit. Like,
I like to read along. Sometimes the words get muffled, like in a Christopher Nolan movie.
And now I had mentioned, I'm like, well, my personal grievance with that is I get annoyed with that. I just want to like enjoy the medium sometimes because I watch a lot of anime. So there's a lot of times I'm reading subtitles because I can't fucking speak the language.
Well, it helps me learn the names of the characters.
Sure, that does.
faster.
Okay, I will say that does help on names, but no, for the most
Yeah,
part.
I mean, if I watched something with like Bethany Frankel in the subtitles, I would have got her spelling right away.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, they spell it all the time. But anyways, so yeah, we were talking shit on the audio or on the subtitle gang. Bethany was like not about it, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, I watch that with anime or whatever. And he's like, yeah, dude, so all right, you get it, you're all right. He's like, so we're anime geeking out here, and I'm like, ah, shit, here we go. And then we started talking about Attack on Titan for a minute. We talked about like Chainsaw Man, some stuff. So I'm like, all right, man, he's all right. So he's keeping up with like modern stuff. It's not just like a one and done. But yeah, so Bethany, because me and you both like gave her like 12 suggestions that I had like given you over time on like Anime Rex for her birthday.
Kitty.
I know she's kicking. Hannah.
Who was she kicking?
She just does that.
Oh.
So how we gave how we gave Bethany a bunch of anime recommendations, right? And he's like, oh yeah, I peeped that list. Pretty good list. And I was just like, yeah, it was.
And you're like, I know.
I watch a lot of fucking anime. I know the good ones. And there's a lot of trash ones I like too, but I know not to recommend those.
Look at how tiny.
But yeah, I know.
Why are her back feet so small and her front feet are so big? I want to know why.
Gene Cam, here, lay it out, big girl. This is my life most of the time. I have to play one-handed. Get it? Because I'm holding the cat. Yeah.
So, but yeah, her she's just kicking.
Yeah,
Her back feet
She.
constantly.
It's right here. There's like.
I'm just sitting here and she just keeps kicking me.
There's a little spot right around here. Yeah. Look at it. Look at it go.
She just, but her back feet are like really tiny, but her front feet are really big.
Yeah, she's got these big old like. Yeah, they grip. They're grippy.
Like lion paws.
Yeah.
See?
No, she's
so big.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So anyway, Christian's a pretty cool dude. Christian, if you're watching this, come hang out, man. Yeah, but Bethany was asking when are we going to do a D&D session? And I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, it only has to be like a one-off or something. We can just do a one-off. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll do one before December or something.
What?
Just like literally like a one session, like one-off thing.
I don't know. That's
how one shots
before
work.
December's pretty ambitious.
I know it's ambitious, but I was like, yeah, if I don't say like December or January, I just
because
won't
that's
do
only
it.
1 month, Dylan.
It's 2 months.
Before December, that's the month.
Oh,
of
sorry.
November.
What I meant is before January, so like November, December. I was like,
But you said before.
I
December.
know what I said. I know what I'm. Listen, I'm
He's moving the
hosting the
goalposts.
show. I just did trivia. I went from work into trivia into this. My brain's a bit fried.
So what did you say when you were there?
When I was there, I was like, yeah, I don't know. We'll try to get like maybe we can try to jam one time before January, like New Year's and stuff like that.
Maybe, but we'll see.
I also-
December is a crazy month.
I know
for us.
December's crazy. It's the holidays. I know what's on the calendar. Fucking May is busy for us. What do you mean? I also said Hannah was gonna throw a fit as soon as I said this too. So
No, well,
yeah, real. All right, hold on. Let me see if Bethany sent the info for us to creep on because I said, Bethany, link me your boy's Facebook. Nah, wants to creep, and then all the girls agreed. All the girls wanted the hella creep. Anyway,
why
so
are you licking on me?
that's Bethany news for today. That's the news for trivia.
Sorry,
And
I spaced out trying to spell Bethany, the name Bethany. Who is Bethany again? Is she your friend?
yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Oh,
She's
gotcha,
also a therapist.
She's a friend who's also a therapist as well. I met her in grad school. She's a homie.
Cool.
She hella geek.
So
like,
I always wanted to. This is going to tie into our earlier discussion about ball.
I'm sure it will. We're
but
good. We're hosts.
I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons. I've never have.
How have you
it's
never
not
played
because-
Dungeons and Dragons?
That's an ongoing
Yeah, so I'll explain. So it's not
Please
because I
do.
haven't had the opportunity to play Dungeons and Dragons.
That usually is the case. Yeah.
It's that I just don't want to. I don't like the idea of spending time with the people who do play Dungeons and Dragons that I've known. You know, like the people
Okay,
who
that
play
you
Dungeons
know.
and Dragons in my life are like the far be for me to call anyone a nerd, but like these are the smelly mouth breather, don't shower type
Why are you
of
looking at me?
Dungeons and Dragons players.
I shower.
Yeah,
I shower daily.
No, you shower like.
I know you do.
I know.
This isn't directed.
He like.
This is for Hannah more than you.
No, I mean.
I shower like 3 times as much as you do.
No, you do. You make up for me.
You're so fucking stinky sometimes.
I am not.
Sometimes you will just be like, guess I'm not showering for 4 days.
No.
And
it's
on the
just that-
4th day.
It's just that like I'm not gonna shower if I know I'm gonna be like cleaning litter boxes. I'm gonna wait till after I clean the litter boxes.
I'll shower right before the litter box. I'll shower after the litter box. That's how you do it.
Yeah, well, my
Yeah.
skin would like flake off my body if I did that. I cannot shower that much.
Just have really oily skin like I do.
Well, I can't have my skin would get so dry and my hair would break off at my scalp.
If you're in the chat or
No one is.
if you're in the
Dylan,
chat,
no one, not a one, not a single one. No one is watching this.
We had 4 people watching. I don't know where the other 2 went.
God,
yeah,
they were probably not wanting to listen to us talk about Bethany, who they don't know.
why else would they tune into the show then, Hannah? If they didn't want to hear
they
me
were
and Nat talk
probably
about
not
bullshit.
wanting to look at like cat paws.
But hold on, look at how big this fucking cat is, though, bro. Look.
She's so big. Look at her go.
Big
She
cat.
pretty girl. She pretty girl.
Yeah,
And
rub.
she lets you rub her tummy.
Yeah,
She likes tummy rubs.
she does. Okay, here, I'll take her.
Oh God!
That's a big girl.
Look at her. She's like as big as me.
Yeah, probably.
It's just the way she's like draped over.
I know,
Like,
dude.
look at that. What is that, kid?
That's a big old fucking kitten. So, before we get into whatever our main topic of discussion is, you were talking about D&D, Nat.
Oh yeah, so this is not a knock because I have numerous people who have offered to teach me how to play.
Yeah.
And those people are not smelly, so this is not directed towards any of you if you're
Yeah.
watching. But
You could
I don't know,
play
like
with PJ and Paul, since Paul's in town.
Paul's in town, and I found out through Twitter. Like, what the hell?
How fucked is that? Bro, low-key, we're going to
So
talk so much
fucked.
shit about Paul
Wait,
here.
in
Man.
your town?
Yeah, Paul's in
In-
Tucson.
In the Arizona town?
Yeah.
Yes.
Arizona town.
Yes.
The one
Not the
town.
shit one, the other one.
Uh-oh,
He's here. He's
uh-oh.
like 45 minutes away from me right now.
He's like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, PJ lives pretty south.
Does he? That sounds like a PJ thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, we'll talk shit about Paul here in a little bit. So,
A little bit, yeah.
yeah.
A lot of shit. I talk to that guy every day, and he doesn't tell me he's in Tucson. That's crazy.
How fucked is that? Dude, I'm on turn for you. I'm tilted for you. If
I had
Paul
to find out
was in
through social
Kentucky,
media.
bro, if Paul was in at any place in Kentucky, I'd be like, cool, where are you at? We'll go hang out. I'll meet you, buddy.
Well,
He could be in
Kentucky, we're
Phoenix. I
used to,
drive
like,
up there.
We drive everywhere.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
All the time.
Like I drive across the state to see my mom all the time.
Yeah, but this state's only 3 hours wide and 3 hours tall for the most part. So like we can get pretty much anywhere with them. This ain't California. If it was like California and I'm in San Diego and he's in like Los Angeles, get fucked, Paul. I'm not driving 15 hours. This is Arizona. All right, which cactus are you at, buddy? I'll go find you. You know what I mean? You at the one that looks like this, or you the one that looks like this? Where are you at?
Oh man.
So
well,
anyway,
we're gonna get to that later, but like
we'll get to it later. So D&D.
No, yeah. So I don't know. Like in college and high school, they were like just these like super nerdy groups of people that I just like, didn't want to associate with,
That's
and
fair.
I just never like wanted to hang out with those people, so I just never played. But I would love to one day if I can find like a cool group of people that play Dungeons and Dragons.
So here's my really quick intro story to D&D, right? So like when I got introduced to Dungeons and Dragons, I was like a junior in high school, and it was like there was like a junior field trip, and a buddy of mine. So I'd met a couple senior guys in one of my classes, and they were like the popular, like kind of like some of the preppier kids in their like grade, right? So the senior preppy kids, they played some football, but they were like dudes. So I cut up with them because we were like in an acting class fucking around, and I was like, yeah. So I met them through that. And I knew it was like a smidge geeky, like a smidge, but like low key, it was like you don't show geeking, in the school because you got to be, you got to be on.
Right.
So, his cousin, who's another really good buddy of mine, he was also a junior. We were on this class trip or whatever. He comes up onto me on the bus one day, like on the way back, and it's like nighttime, and like he creeps on up, and nobody's sitting next to me, and he's like, "What's up, Dylan?" And I was like, "What's up, Tal? What are you doing?" And dead up, this I'm not exaggerating. This is exactly how this went. So Talon sits down next to me, and he's like, yeah. He's like, "Hey, you ever play D&D before?" Like total drug deal, total like
Yeah.
total Pokemon in second grade drug deal, right? So like,
you have like a trench coat with like little dice inside.
yeah, like might as well have been, right? No, so he was like, "You ever played D&D before?" And I'm like, "Nah, it's always sounded kind of cool. I've never had a chance to." And he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah, me and my cousin play or whatever." And he was like, "We're actually need another person for this campaign that we're doing." He's like, "Any chance you're interested?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." I'm like, "Wait, who's your cousin?" And he's like, "Oh, Cole." And I was like, "Cole." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll ask for you." And I was like, "Oh, that motherfucker's gonna say yeah." I know Cole.
I'll ask for you.
Yeah, like he was like, I gotta check to see if you're cool.
Yeah, he's like, I got a guy.
Yeah, he's like, "I got a guy," and I'm like, "Brother, I know your guy."
I gotta vouch for you, my guy.
Yeah, I'm like, I know your plug. I buy from him, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like, so literally that next weekend, right? The next weekend, they're like, "All right, cool," and then like.
He's like, "Okay, guy, you're in."
Yeah, I get a message from a number I don't have in my phone, and it's Cole. And it's like, here's the address. Here's the time you got to be here. Like dead up that part of it, it's exactly like that. It was very much like, here's the address. Be here at this time. And he's like, when you come in, or it'll be my grandma that opens the door, and he's like, "Just say you're with Cole, and then she'll lead you to the basement." Like, I'm not making any of that up.
Make sure you're not followed.
Bro, legit, right? So like I go over to Cole's grandparents' house, delightful people. I knock on the door. I was like, hey, and they're like, oh, you one of Cole's friends? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, he's down in the basement. I'm like, he asked me to tell you to show me where the basement is. He's like, oh yeah. They show me over to the basement, open the door, go downstairs. It's like kind of like an underground. It's like a garage that kind of like goes underground. It's not all the way underground, but you know what I mean. So like it's like an underground garage, but inside there's like a built-in bedroom in there. Knock on the door. Cole opens the door. Come on in. Like go into this bedroom, and okay, so my bedroom in here is like pretty fucking big, right? Like this is a spacious bedroom. Like I got a lot of shit going on here. So this bedroom is probably about the size of that room, and there are two massive, I mean, like take up the whole room more or less, right? Two massive tables, with miniatures across the whole fucking thing, a whole city, every little people populating it. Oh, there's another table of like Magic the Gathering cards stacked to the fucking brim. Like this is true taboo geek like basement shit. And I'm like, oh shit. I was not ready for all that. Like, I did not think it was going to go this hard in the paint. I thought this was like, we're going to roll some dice. This was like, I'm talking full civilization. He could make several cities of this shit, right? Like so many minis. And I was wildly astounded. And then the extra funny thing was I look at the rest of the fucking people here. It's a bunch of other preppy football player dudes for the most part. And I'm like, son of a bitch, you motherfucks have been fucking these Stacys and rolling dice down here playing this. Fuck you mean you get to have both? As a nerd who's grown up in the hard times of nerdom, you know what I mean. That like you couldn't be open playing Pokemon. You couldn't be open playing trading cards in fucking high school. That shit, you would have got that shit flipped in your face. Fucking idiot! What are you doing?
Yeah, you couldn't back then. Like as us millennials,
why do you
we
think he was
cannot
so
do that.
fucking secretive about it?
I know why it was secretive, but how dare he get to live in both worlds?
Yeah,
That's what my problem was.
he
How
gets to
dare
enjoy
he get to
Dungeons
go
and
out
Dragons and get laid too. What the
there?
hell?
How dare he go out there being star quarterback or whatever, and then he comes in here and fucking plays Dungeons and Dragons. Well, I only got to live on half of these worlds, so I was always like, felt like I was always like the dark one. I had a lot of edge to it, like yeah. But no, so that was my intro into D&D. Like, so I got fucking just dived into the deep end with that. And to date, I still play D&D with that same crew of people. So
that's awesome.
Wow.
Much
the thing with me is I just can't like be part of a group where I'm the hottest guy. You know, like good thing with with our group we have Jarvie. So I was like, I don't want to worry about that. But like,
yeah, that's true. Jarvie is so fucking handsome. Can we talk about that for a second? Hey, and we've shown you Jarvie before?
I think that I don't know. If
I'm gonna remind you how fucking handsome Jarvie is, real quick.
Oh wait.
Oh hey, there's a picture of it. That's Christian.
Why does he look familiar? Why do I know?
I don't know. Hey, but that's me. And that's James.
I wasn't there.
No, you weren't.
Where would I have been?
You would have been. We would have been right here, or we would have smidged them down. So hold on, let me pull up Jarvie for Hannah really quick again, just because.
I was too busy being a bad bitch, evidently.
Yeah, you were being a bad bitch. That's what they said. This band wasn't a Noah Lynn movie. Did you know that?
Well, I mean,
it's hard to find pictures nowadays. Are so fucking hard. Okay, first of all, just look at that. That's like not even a good photo, but you can tell.
You can tell.
You can just
you're
tell.
like handsome.
He is. That's a handsome guy. If you listen to him talk, though, he's got that foreign language people love to hear. Like, that's a handsome.
He's got that foreign like.
Yeah.
The word you look for is Estonian. That's where it's
Estonian. Thank you, bro.
Yes.
My words aren't here today, man.
He's
got that sweet
You mean an accent?
He's got that sweet Estonian accent. He's an athlete. He's an actor.
Eastern European.
Yeah, he's just like classic European. The dude. Yeah, what a guy. Look at handsome guy.
Okay.
And look at all that language we can't read. Bros night out.
I mean, you could hit translation.
Okay, what's this? What's Bridget saying? Bridget says, I saw this bro on the far left today on a free trip. I waved too. He looked at his phone and walked past. Numb, so I was actually waving at the air. It was a good time.
What are you doing? Are you just stalking his Facebook?
Yeah, I went to his Facebook pictures and I hit translate on the people's comments.
Oh my god.
Which is a whole bit in itself. Anyways.
Anyway, go back to Bethany. Or go
pull
back
up
to
your
that picture.
pull up your damn
Go
self.
back to the picture.
It's on Susan's thing. Just
I'm
pull
not
it
friends
up.
with Susan.
Why?
I don't know. I don't add people. They add me.
Well, Susan doesn't fucking have people. So. I'm not pulling this up.
You know what? I'm the same way. I don't add people. They add me. I'm still not friends with Megs. on Facebook.
Still, come on.
So, at this point, it's too late.
Yeah, I have that same shirt.
Did you say that?
I didn't because he is too far over.
Oh,
it's
so you
Christian.
couldn't talk to him because there was one person between
Oh,
you.
I meant to, but it was really loud. That whole area was packed. I don't know if you noticed. People really like Harry Potter. So that's.
So I would have had to sit at the end.
Yeah, you would have sat at the end. You would have sat right here. We would have scooched down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe Dobby dies. That's crazy.
Rip to go.
It's hot. Oh, it's bad.
It's
rough.
It's
Like,
probably the most shocking.
I
death.
mean, I cried.
I don't think there's a death that could shock because I know all the big deaths.
Yeah, all the
but
big deaths.
that's
I'm like you have to know,
So-
but that's
so
that's the sleeper.
Don't
death.
tell me. I know one of the Weasley twins die. I don't know which one though. So I was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
It
wait
won't
for that.
matter.
Yeah,
One of them
so-
dies, and you won't ever be able to tell the difference. Still,
It's the
Yeah.
one with red hair.
yeah.
That's the one right here. And I also know I knew what's his name? The Robert Pattinson's character.
Oh, Cedric Diggory.
Cedric Diggory. I knew he died. I already got past that part, but that wasn't like I saw that coming.
Yeah. Cedric Diggory dug a fucking grave, went on to be the Batman. Next
That
question.
was so it got so fucking dark. Like it just
Four onwards really solidifies that tone, right? Like
yeah.
The Children Quattro.
Wizard Children Cinco is where I really start getting invested because the tone just kind of has that floating underneath it for the whole rest of the series. Plus, we get Luna way more. I mean, in the movies, that's when she comes in. She comes in on 5.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed.
All right.
I'm going to downstairs to
Can you quit fucking this shit up, Hannah?
No.
Oh my god. All right, go to bed. Take the animals with you.
No.
Well, take the cat with you at least.
Which one?
Yes.
Well, Jean, I can maybe get her down.
Yeah, take one of them to bed.
Oh, they're like right next to each other, staring at each other right now.
Okay, well, leave them be.
I'm gonna go move laundry over, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, love you.
Okay, Jean. Come on, Jean.
Close that door.
No.
Hannah.
Come on, Jean.
Hold on.
Okay. Bye, Hannah.
Good night. I mean, I'll be like back up.
Okay.
So I've seen like one person pop in and out of the video. I know you're watching. Just
We know
fucking
you're
pop in the
watching. We're always looking at our viewer account.
chat. Say something in the chat, you fucking coward.
Yeah,
Whoever you are.
that's Christian.
Oh, it's that one guy who invited me to do D&D.
Yeah, he's like, heard you said I was smelly and that you're too attractive. God damn.
No, but I think I would love D&D because I've always been like into role play, like
Dude,
So
I mean,
it's just,
listen,
like,
you've played some Baldur's Gate now, right?
I play some Baldur's Gate. Good time.
So much of that is D&D already.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So I've actually like done like a lot of role playing. Like
Yeah.
so this is the nerdiest thing.
oh, I'm
about
sure.
me. But yeah, in there too. But so I used to do this like EFED. If you know, you know. But it's called an EFED, where you like pretend to be wrestlers online and you like compete in matches and everything, and you have your own character and everything. I
Bro, I
did
know
that all.
exactly what you're talking about. I've never
Yeah.
done it, but I know what you're talking about.
I did that all throughout middle school,
Yeah.
and then as I got older, I got into other genres of role play
Right.
online, like superheroes and stuff. But no, I get pretty deep in my character, so I would
Yeah.
love to do a D&D one day if I can find like a group of people who are better looking than me. That'd be good.
Yeah. I mean, I DM sometimes, bro. I got you.
Bro, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'll move to Kentucky. I'll do it.
Do it. It's fucking dirt cheap here, bro. You'll feel rich by the time you move here.
You see Bowling Green's been trending lately? Because you see that video of the guy who tried out Indian food for the first time?
Oh shit! Did he try India oven? Does he
Yeah,
specifically?
yeah,
call
India
out-
oven. That's it.
Bro, India oven is the dude. No cap, and I'm not just saying this because I live here. India oven is the best fucking Indian food. No questions asked. Native Indians said that it's good as their mother's cooking, and that's good as grandmother's cooking. I've eaten Indian food in at least 7 different cities. Our India oven fucking demolishes everything.
Bro,
it's so good.
It's so hard for me to believe that the best Indian food is in Kentucky.
Bro, I
Like,
know.
That's what people are saying.
I'm with you, but the hype is real, bro. That's one thing. Listen, no questions asked. Any real locals who live here, if you ask them what the best restaurant in town is, 9 out of 10 of them are gonna say, without missing a beat, India oven. It's that fucking good, and it's not just because they're like, white people who don't know taste. Like, fuck, I know some food. India oven, and it's not even close. It's not even close, brother. It is so good. I would eat
No,
that shit.
I believe you, man. This kid's going viral for eating.
So
Indian
hold,
food.
I haven't seen this. What I need to see this. Show me this. Or
Let's see.
send me the link in chat. I'll pull it up.
Indian food Bowling Green. Let me see if that pops up results.
That's wild. I didn't know we were trending. The only times we trend is like when we get blown apart to pieces. Like we're almost 2 years out from our Christmas hurricanes that totally fucking demolished the city.
Okay, hang on. I think I got it.
Yeah, I'm holding. Just holding.
Holding. It's almost there.
Almost
Just
there.
waiting for this tweet to load.
Yeah, this is why we do it
We got no
live.
viewers. It's fine.
Yeah, we got 3 viewers. At least that's what shows up on StreamYard. If you're one of those viewers, say something. Alan
It
Smithy,
looks
don't
like
be
we got 2 viewers on
on
YouTube,
YouTube.
so there
One
has to be one on Twitch.
One on Twitch? Bro, if you're viewing us on Twitch, shut us out. Let me know. If you're just a bot, also let me know. Who's paying for bots to be here? That's the dream.
I got it.
Okay. Oh shit, he's got the naan and everything.
Indian food.
Bro, that's
We
for
got
sure chicken tiki.
The garlic
That-
naan, the onion bhajia, the gulab jamun. I think I got that
Gulab
right. And this came with some sauce and a whole basin of rice
We went to India Oven in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
for a grand total of $35. Let's start with this onion bhajia. This is great. It tastes like an onion ring, but there's no onion inside. It just has onion flavoring. So it's kind of like a fry. I like it. I
I've
give
never
this.
had that before.
Now let's try a piece of this garlic naan. It's paper thin.
You get the mozzarella nut if you really want to fuck it up.
Seasoning is out of this world. It has a nice garlic parmesan taste.
That's what
and
Hannah
that
gets.
is
Oh, it
cooked
looks
to
so good.
perfection. I'm not
Dude,
even
it's
joking.
so good.
It's thin bread, but it has so much flavor to it. In fact, this might be the best bread I've ever had in my life.
It's so fucking
9.5. Now let's try this buttered chicken for the very first
buttered
time. Now they didn't give me a fork or nothing, so thankfully I had a fork in my car.
He had a fork in his car.
Bro, yeah, they don't give you shit on that. They're like, here's our food, get the fuck out.
Holy crap! This might be the best thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, let me chill out. This chicken is like, it's like liquid. It just melts in your
Melts.
mouth.
It's so
okay?
fucking
And as
soft.
for the butter taste, it does taste a little oily. But what I'm really getting is a cinnamon taste for some reason. And this is absolutely
Hold on, pause
delicious.
this
You
real
get these
quick.
giant chunks of chicken in here.
Okay,
You
Hannah,
get a
come
lot
here.
of it.
Did you know this?
What?
So Bowling Green has been trending recently. And do you know why?
Why?
Because this one dude came out and fucking started eating India oven and started going all ham about it. Come watch this real quick. Hold on, go.
Well, India Oven is like the best.
Bro, you're gonna see Hannah do all the same shit I just did just now. Rewind that back.
Hold on.
Okay.
Also, shout out to Smithy finally in the chat.
Smithy, my man. Welcome, Twitch Tuesday. All right,
Okay. Anyway.
go ahead, put it big. There we go. Play it.
Today we're trying Indian food. We got the buttered chicken, the garlic naan, the onion bhajia, the gulab jamun. I think I got that right. And this came with some sauce and a whole basin of rice
We went to India Oven in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Oh, it's
for a
so
grand total of $35. Let's start with this onion bhajia.
I've never had that onion bush yet.
I've never. No.
Neither of us have.
This is great. It tastes like an onion ring, but there's no onion inside. It just has onion flavoring. So it's
Oh.
kind of like a fry. I like it. I give this an 8. Now let's try a piece of this garlic naan. It's
Okay,
paper
put their
thin.
mozzarella on.
What did I say?
That seasoning is out of this world.
Their
It has a
garlic
nice
naan
garlic
is
parmesan
amazing.
taste.
Their mozzarella
and that
naan
is
is also
cooked
really
to
good.
perfection.
And,
I'm not even
so
joking.
is the
It's
rosemary
thin
naan.
bread, but it has so much flavor to it. In fact, this might be the best bread I've ever had in my life. 9.5.
Yeah,
Now let's try this buttered chicken for the very first time. Now they didn't give me a fork or nothing, so thankfully I had a fork in my car. But
No,
yeah,
you eat it with the naan.
Yeah, you eat the
You eat
naan
it with
with
the
it.
Yeah,
naan.
you have to eat
Yep.
it with the naan.
You eat the naan into the fucking
You
sauce,
actually
too.
pour it over
holy
the rice.
crap!
And
This
then you eat it with naan.
might be the best thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
let
his
me
first time.
chill
It doesn't
out.
know any better.
This chicken
that's true.
is like, it's like liquid. It
That's
just
because he didn't get
melts
the
in
tikka
your mouth.
masala.
Tikka masala
And as
is
for the
insane.
butter taste, it does taste a little oily. But what I'm really getting is a cinnamon taste for some reason. And
You probably got a
Because
pretty
this
there-
is
there is cinnamon
absolutely
in it.
delicious. You get these giant chunks of chicken.
I want to
in
know
here.
what heat
You get
flavor.
a lot of it. This thing was $15, I know, but look how much preparation and
Dude,
work
there's
went
so
into it.
much. You get
Imagine
two
You get-
meals out of
yeah,
it.
you get
It would
2
take me
meals
forever
for
to eat all this
that.
and this broth and everything. This is divine. It is not the best thing I've ever had in my life, but it is truly divine. One of the best things I've had in my life.
No,
I give
the
this a
tikka masala
9.9.
is
I am absolutely
incredible.
blown
Real.
away. I'm gonna be getting this a lot more. We're gonna break off a piece of this garlic
Does this
naan
guy live here?
and
There you
dip
go.
it in the buttered chicken.
Yeah, this man
Yes.
gets it now. Bro, fucking.
That's what you.
My taste buds have been violated.
Yeah.
That should be a crime.
That's what you.
That I'm tweaking. Okay, let's wrap this up with the gulab
Gulab
jamun.
is
Oh,
sweet.
dang it.
They gave us that for free
That's
one
it.
time,
Yeah.
because they like us.
Yeah, they did.
But no, I usually get the sag paneer.
Yeah.
So it's just the chunks of paneer or
It's like vegetables
cheese.
and cheese. Yeah.
in a spinach.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh.
creamy spinach sauce. So good. And then I'll usually get the rosemary naan. And then
Nah, you'll usually get garlic naan.
or the garlic naan.
Yeah.
And then he'll usually get the mozzarella naan
and the chicken tikka.
and the chicken tikka masala.
I've tried the curry. The curry's really good. I've had the butter chicken. The butter chicken's really good.
If you go,
Mm.
they have a lunch buffet, and they usually have these like little curry potatoes but it's only on the like lunch buffet, and they're
Yeah.
so good. They're just little chunks of potatoes and curry. Oh my god! And I'm like, why is this so good? But yeah, India Oven. It was also in the news a few years ago. Whenever the Bowling Green massacre was in the news.
Yeah.
Some reporters from CNN actually came just to like do a very short little segment and interview some people because a bunch of people were downtown doing a little like mock protest.
Yeah.
And so they were going to do like a little short segment. They stopped at India Oven to eat. And one of the reporters who is from India said it was the best Indian food she's had outside of India. And like so India Oven was like made famous at that time too. It's like one of the best restaurants in Bowling. Like it is always packed.
Yeah, it is.
It is so good.
It is always packed. It is always so good. Like
Yeah.
shit's fucking. It's the tits. It's the
Yeah.
best restaurant in town. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always so consistent. It's always the same.
Wait time can be a little rough sometimes, but that's the nature of good food. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
It's so good. The sag paneer, you just like one time I said if I was ever
I just had India Oven literally the other day.
you just had
I
it this
just-
weekend
yeah.
because you order and you get 2 meals.
Yeah,
out
like
of
when
it.
you get to
'Cause you
go,
get that big
the
thing.
fucking big bucket you get, and then you get the whole thing of rice.
The naan is like it's like this big. It's
Like each, like give you 2
Yeah.
wrapped up, right? So like you see
it's
him have the
huge.
2. I
So,
literally just eat one. I eat half the thing, and then eat half that.
it's
and
a lot of food,
It's a lot of food.
but
$20, you get
Sounds
2
so good.
meals. That's fucking great, dude.
it's so much food. It's so good. But yeah, we go there.
Not enough.
Not enough. but-
I try to get us to go there, or you have to be in the mood for it. But I'm ready to fuck with some India Oven most of it. I might just eat
and
India
it,
Oven
and
the
it
entire time.
reheats so well.
Oh my
It
gosh.
reheats like
That's how you know good quality food. You know what I mean? Like bad quality food doesn't reheat well.
you put the naan in the
You put it in the air fryer, hit
air
reheat.
fryer under reheat, and then the rice and the everything
Chef's
else
kiss.
in the microwave, and then
Mhm.
it's all ready at the same time, and we just like go to town.
That's so funny that it's trend. India Oven deserves everything that it gets, like positive wise. Like
I really want to try this place now. Whenever I'm in Bowling Green and if I'm in there, I will tell you, unlike a certain other Call to Action member.
that's true.
We got to go there. This place because I'm like
Yeah.
craving now. I just had Indian food like over the weekend, but I'm like I can go serve more.
Bro,
We
Naan has
try
to be
Indian
fancy.
food other places,
Am I-
and we're always disappointed.
am
now.
I capping? Tell me if I'm wrong, as the kids would say. Am I over the line whenever I say that? No question, it's India Oven is the best Indian food.
No,
We've tried it in several different
We
cities.
keep trying it in other cities, and
Never
it's
close.
still not.
Mm.
We're still like disappointed
Yeah, it's like
because now that we've had India Oven, it's like we
India
don't want
Oven
other
really
Indian
is
food.
the S tier of India, right?
It's
Like
so good.
Like the closest I think we've had was like B tier.
We didn't know it was.
We didn't
the
know it was that
best.
fucking good until we started trying Indian
And we
food
started
other
trying it
places.
other places, and we're like, why doesn't this taste as
Like,
good as
yeah.
India Oven?
Why is
And
this?
then-
Why is this not as
and
good,
then we
bro?
found out India Oven is just really good. Like we went to like Toronto.
Toronto
And
tried
we
it.
like
tried
tried
it in
like
Quebec.
the best Indian place in Toronto.
In
we were
fucking
like,
Toronto.
and we're like, all right, let's fuck this shit up. And we got so much food. Like we tried
ordered a
so
lot. We
many
tried
different
many
things. So we could try so many different things. And then we were just like,
no.
no, my
No.
world is not rocked.
Yeah.
Why am no? It was not India Oven.
So
We didn't have the heart to tell them that we,
that's my
you know.
that's my exact experience with pizza. Growing up in New York, I was like, New York pizza is the best. I tried other places,
Oh
and
my
it's just not as good. you know?
God, this guy with pizza. Every fucking time. It's New York is the best. Okay, I just need you to come in here.
It is the best. I've tried other pizza. It's not as
Yeah.
good.
I'm not
So
being hyper.
What did you,
I'm
what
not
did
being
you
hyperbolic.
say? with-
Exactly what you just said verbatim across the board with it. But
Yeah.
whenever it comes from me, I think there's a sense of like I'm being I'm exaggerating,
Hyperbolic.
hyperbolic. I'm exaggerating
Yeah.
it, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna have Hannah come in here. She's gonna say the same exact thing and verbatim.
What did you say? Like,
I said as soon as first of all, I'll tell you exactly how this went. So that we watched the clip and he shows the naan, and I was like, dude, that's the garlic naan. Hannah gets that all the time. I was like, but the mozzarella naan is so good. And then as soon as you saw the garlic naan, you're like, that's really good. But the mozzarella naan
No,
is
the
really good.
and one time I said, if I'm ever like,
I'm gonna play this
stranded-
POD back.
If I'm ever stranded on like a desert island and I have no access to like food other than like, whatever island fruit or whatever I
Mhm.
have to eat for, months on end or something like that. Upon my reintroduction into society, the first thing I want to eat is India Oven. I want like a bowl of the tikka masala sauce and I want to dip.
Just the sauce, because
And I
it's the
want
best
to-
dipping sauce.
Yeah, and anything in that sauce is just so tender and wonderful. But I want to dip some mozzarella naan in that and just like gobble it down.
Pizza Hut,
Pizza
Pizza
My
My Heart, sorry, in Capitola, California, is the best pizza ever. Served for pizza. I haven't had it, but you know what? I believe you. I believe that it's better than New York pizza.
Smithy, I respect your opinions, but that's factually inaccurate. That's not
Follow closely by Chicago casserole style pizza. We love it. It's delicious. If it's considered a
Yeah.
pizza, then I put it up there. Sorry, New York. But Nat is going to be moving to Bowling Green.
What? No. I mean,
That's the reaction you have to have?
well, now I'm not moving to Bowling Green. How about
No,
that?
I mean, I'm
Wow.
very excited, but Dylan said that we were going to try to talk you into moving to Portland because if we could talk you into moving to Portland, Dylan was more likely to let us move to Portland.
That's
If
true.
you're moving to Portland, I'll move to Portland.
I'm not moving to Portland.
See,
But I put our chances of going up to Portland probably another 10%.
hmm
like
So I don't want to talk about my future plans on air in case my employer is watching.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
that's
there's plans in the works in my head. So
fair.
we'll
Okay.
see.
It's so greasy as stripping. I don't know if that's a good thing, but a little
It
bit.
is a good thing, but it's not as good.
But to a point. All right, Smithy, the real question is the cheese staying on, though? Is it greasy dripping, but the cheese ain't budging? Because that's the sign of quality pizza. When you
well, what do you mean by that?
when you get a pizza, if you hold it up like this, is it just sliding right off, or is it
Well, the Ninja Turtles
The
cheese
drips.
was like dripping.
Drips,
and
but-
it
but-
looked amazing.
but it still covers the pizza, right? But sometimes you take a bite of pizza, like what's the worst offender of this? Domino's is really bad about this. Take a bite of the pizza, you pull back, fucking all the cheese comes right off. The face comes off the pizza.
Well, maybe that's a you problem because
not.
I don't like when the cheese is too like plasticky and it's all just one piece.
No budging, just fudging good.
No budging.
No, I'm agreeing with you. When it's just one piece is my problem. Is
Because I
because
mean,
when you
it's
take
like, but yeah,
She's
if you
not
don't get a good
listening.
cheese pull.
I'll pull your cheese.
No, thank you.
So, speaking of pulling cheeses, I think it's a great
Okay.
transition to talk about fucking Paul
Okay.
going to Tucson, Arizona.
So, while we were talking about that, Jake literally messages me. He says, "You're just over here letting Paul be in Tucson and not hitting you up, huh?" Like he just said that right now. What am I supposed to do? He doesn't want to be my friend. I can't do anything.
Bro,
about it.
you message him and say, "The fuck, bro? How you gonna be literally in my backyard and not hit me up?" And even
I
if he
didn't even
says,
find out
yeah,
through him.
but-
I found out through freaking Twitter. Like, what? That's the worst part.
right, motherfucker, we've been in a. How you be a part of award-winning podcasts
That's
for
crazy.
20? Oh my God, going on 6 years now. 2017 and 20.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say
20
since 2017, and then I was like, was it 2016 or was it? I think it was actually 2016, right?
That's the year we got married. Were you involved in this the year we got married?
I think so. I was
I don't
I was
know.
in-
So you came in like 2 years after we had started, I think, or like a year or whatever.
I
I
thought
think
you
it
were gonna
was
say like 2 years after you got
It
married.
wasn't
and I'm like,
2018.
how do you
It
keep
would have
track
had. It was
of
either 16
time?
or 17.
I think it might have been 2018.
No, it definitely wasn't 18. Check. You know what? We got receipts, buddy. We can check.
Okay. I'm going to take my probiotic.
Okay.
Too bad.
Okay. Love you. Alan Smithy says PLD and PJ are initial bros. You ain't in that
Our
club.
P initial bros.
Oh, our
That's
initial
true.
bros.
I don't have a P in my name, so that's
Not a
fair.
one. But how disrespectful. If Paul came to Kentucky, was here for more than a single day, and wasn't like, yo, brother, hit me up, I would be like, Paul, I'm gonna fly. Here's the thing, I'm fucking crazy. I'll do it. I would go to New York and hang out with Kim. I would just reach out to Kim and be like, I'm flying to New York to hang out with you
Yeah.
specifically, and I want to fucking take as many pictures and send them to Paul as possible. I want, like, it's not full on cucking, but it's like social cucking. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Ouch.
yeah,
Social cucking.
social cucking,
Social cucking.
social cucking.
I mean, it's true. Like, even if I was like in Nashville or something, I would still hit you up.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Well,
fucking-
yeah,
Nashville's
only
an hour from
away.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go to Nashville all the time. We were there weekend before last.
Yeah, we just popped
If
up.
I was anywhere in Central Time, I would probably hit you up.
Fair.
Actually, we're going to Nashville in 2. Well, I'm going to. Well, you are because you're driving me there.
Yeah, I'm
in
driving
2
you in
days.
2 days because I got to drop you off at the airport so you can go to Iceland
Yeah.
and go hang out with Jarvie. No. Well, I mean, if
Well,
Hannah's going to be
hey.
over and that close to
Well,
Estonia,
not him, but probably people who look like him.
how close is Iceland to Estonia? That's the real question.
It's actually pretty close to Sweden.
Yeah, I know it's close
Yeah,
to
It's like a
Sweden.
ferry, actually. I think.
I know it's close to Sweden, but I don't know how. Hold on. As a dumb American, I don't know. Estonia.
Flights to
This is
Estonia.
flights, but let's go to maps.
See, there's Iceland.
Oh, it's actually
No, it's
really far away.
Norway. That's what I'm thinking of,
you know how, so now you know how the UK is like floating kind of just outside of Europe.
Yeah.
Now, I don't
The
know.
continent.
I don't know if you know this, but this is where Iceland is. All right, are you looking?
Sure. I see.
But first of all,
Yeah.
this is news to me that it's way out here. But also, I didn't know that it was this far away from Estonia. Okay, so maybe you're not right next door. This is like,
Yeah, they're in the same ballpark. That's fine.
this is the same ballpark. Like you're saying, you're in the same ballpark by being in Arizona next to me in Kentucky.
You know, same country. It's, it's close enough.
It's like
Yeah.
pretty. That's like pretty far, actually.
Iceland's really
pretty
far
far.
north. I don't.
I know it's far north. I always take for granted how far
Like
out
when
it is.
I keep telling people it's in the northern Atlantic, and people are like,
What's
like,
all the black stuff covering Greenland though?
That's ice.
Greenland has ice, and Iceland is nice.
That's where you
Well,
go.
Iceland has that's some ice on there too.
A little bit.
Yeah, glacier.
Sorry,
So
I was
are you
I was
flying
busy
into
responding
Reykjavik?
to Jake.
No,
I responded
I'm
with the
flying into
Will Smith
down
gift.
here.
How come you don't want me, man?
Damn.
The airport is domestic. Though I'm flying into Keflavik. It's
Okay.
down here.
Yeah.
It's like an hour away.
It's about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, have we shit talked Paul? Is that pretty okay, Hannah? Me and Nat are gonna feel a way about this, but is it okay for us to be mad about this? Is that something you'd be mad about? If you have a friend of yours,
How long were they there?
Paul's gonna be there for a couple days.
He's there right now. Like he just flew in.
He's there currently, and he's gonna be there for a couple
He's
days.
there right now,
And
and
he
he
literally-
still hasn't like.
He didn't even tell Nat.
Does he know you know now?
Yeah, because I called him out in the chat. Or no,
Yeah.
Nat did first do it. Yeah,
I
Nat
did.
was just like, Nat was like, what? You're literally gonna be here.
Like what the fuck, Paul?
What the fuck, Paul?
I mean, if someone's only there for like a couple days and they know they're not going to have time or something.
No,
that's one
he's like-
thing, but like,
As I understand it, he's pretty much there to go see PJ, but he didn't even figure to think, hey, while we're here.
so he's there to see someone in the friend group.
No, PJ, like, well, yeah, he's like, it's like a snowdown, like Like it's all for showdown folks and stuff like that.
Okay,
But, like
so
it's not called to
if he's-
action.
If he is there and he's seeing someone who is in the friend group, then it is excluding someone.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I don't think we've ever hung out the three of us together, but
No.
I've hung out with PJ. Like,
Yeah, you've hung out with
I looked at
PJ.
that picture. I was like, oh, maybe PJ's in New York. Or
I was
something.
literally pulling up the tweet.
God.
Like,
But no, I've been there. I've been on that couch.
that's been on that couch, and he's hung out with that dog.
And that's my dog.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
No, so legitimately, imagine this, right? You're chilling at home. You're now.
I never chill at home though, Dylan. This is really hard for me to
You're
imagine.
yes, you do. You're plopping on bed, and
I don't plop.
you find out that this person you've been in a podcast with and talked with for years is not only in your state, they are less than an hour away. And you find out not because they messaged you, but because you saw a tweet from PJ Campbell said that the king has arrived to visit. And they didn't even tell you. Wow.
I mean, there have been times when like friends of ours that no longer live in
Sure,
Kentucky
come
come
through.
and like visit and don't tell us. But
Should I tweet at him? That's a tweet at PJ's house. There's a
Tweet
tweet
at
of him
him.
at PJ's house. Yeah, oh yeah, we did. Yeah. Nah, Smithy, don't worry about it.
y'all are
I'm hot. I'm maybe more hot about this than that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nat
I know
may
what
be
I'm-
down.
honestly fine. It's cool. He doesn't want to be my friend. I don't want to be his friend.
Nah, fuck that.
yeah. Just you know what would really make him mad if you moved to Portland.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to Portland just to piss him off.
Alan
I
says.
bet he would get so angry, and I bet he'd be like, "Whoa, that guy's so cool! I really wish he was my friend now." So I could visit him and go to the Portland Art Museum all the time. That would be really cool.
To be fair, to Smithy points out, PLD and PJ's YouTube show is called Two Mediocre White Guys.
No, that's
You are
true.
not a mediocre white guy. You should be happy about that.
I'm just saying, like us Asians have been like not included since the beginning of time, and
It's the running gag. Like mostly it was Jake,
yeah.
but now for it to Paul is the dagger in the night for me.
I think we killed the Jake is racist joke already because he thought I was being serious. So
Dude,
Jake's
that's
not a
the thing.
racist.
I mean, he's not racist, but he says some things. You know what I
He
mean?
says
Like,
he does say some things.
he
So,
says
look,
some things.
I
but
mapped it out my house to PJ's house. I don't want to show the address, but 35 minutes.
it's
Oh my
35 minutes.
God.
He's that fucking close. Like
Yeah, that's like it's less than.
it's
Nashville.
okay, Hannah. Final ruling: is Paul the asshole? Not the asshole. Everyone sucks here, or he's the asshole.
I think he's a soft asshole. He's not like a prolapsed one.
Jake's here. Jake says the fuck.
Oh no.
I think Jake's gassed up with us.
Well, as I've already said,
You gonna take your antibiotic?
I'm gonna
and go
say
to bed?
no. It's a probiotic.
Probiotic.
It's
sorry.
pro.
Pro.
It's probacteria.
I forget which pro. And
This
which things
is
we are
full of
anti.
bacteria. I'm gonna eat it,
Which things are we
Go to
pro
bed.
and which ones are we anti? What's our stance on Israel?
Dylan. I'm not.
No, our opinion doesn't fucking matter. Quit asking us. Or-
That's,
We're in America.
shut up. I'm gonna take my bacteria pill and I'm gonna go to bed.
So what we heard is Paul's a prolapsed asshole.
No, I said not prolapse. I said soft.
You said
asshole,
soft asshole. I know.
meaning not prolapse. Prolapsed is like massive, bad, worst asshole.
Yeah, it's
and like soft asshole is like
what's a soft asshole? Is this like
I don't know.
is this like OnlyFans girl soft asshole? Like, you know, freshly like cleaned out and
I
you're
think-
taking pictures?
I think a soft asshole is like you weren't trying to be one,
But you are still.
but he was inconsiderate for sure.
I mean, definitely.
I don't think he was malicious, but he was definitely
No,
inconsiderate.
I agree. I think that I care about intent a lot of times. I don't think he was intentionally trying to
Right.
exclude Nat, but I do think it was purposeful that
We have to look at intent, and I don't think it was necessarily malicious, but was it inconsiderate?
yes. I think it's very. Thank you, Hannah, for being here. I'm tired of looking at these soft assholes.
Jake, we've said nothing but nice things to you tonight.
Jake, we've said literally nothing but nice things about you. You fucko. You fucko. God. Alan says Jake.
Do these guys know about Fucko Coolbush?
Um,
One day they will.
you know, they will. They will.
What?
It better not be while I'm gone. I want to be here for Fucko Coolbush.
Okay.
What is fucko coolbush?
You'll
You'll know when you come visit Nat.
yeah. You'll find out. Fucko Coolbush is another Bowling Green treasure.
Yeah, because Nat, Mr. Goes to Greece and doesn't find a prostitute. We'll go to Greece and not find a
I
prostitute.
found prostitutes. They just weren't the ones I was interested in.
Yeah, that's
Oh
fair.
my gosh, Mr.
Now, Mr. Picky about
Oh, I have
prostitutes.
to have the bougiest prostitute.
Right,
Wow.
Mr.
Listen,
won't
I have
pay for sex
standards,
in
all right?
Greece with their silly money. We'll go to Greece, and
Their
I
money
found
is so silly. Like they're like the euros are like not as big as you think they'd be. It's like
Yeah.
so small.
so we'll go to Greece. But I've been to Arizona not once, not twice. No, just twice, actually.
Just twice.
Sorry, just twice. I didn't think about that. I was like, I thought it was 3 times. It was twice.
Okay.
Got to Arizona twice. Visited Nat both times. And he's not come to Kentucky once to hang out with us.
I will go to Kentucky one of these days, but it might not be until after.
You don't
move
even have to go to
Florida, I
Kentucky. You
think.
can go to Nashville. I'll get you to Kentucky. Like,
Yeah, but Nashville's like so overrated. You know, like who cares about Nashville?
Nashville's like, okay. I won't
There's
say.
Okay,
Nashville's like the central
you-
time of cities.
You may not find a prostitute in Greece, but you will definitely get bedded by someone in a bachelorette party in Nashville.
100%.
Ah,
You're slaying
okay.
bachelorette parties. It's the capital of bachelorette
yeah,
parties.
it's the capital of bachelorette parties in
Yeah,
Nashville.
I got to go to Nashville then.
No,
Yeah.
dead ass. I cannot. I mean, we were there on a Wednesday recently for the for
No, we were there
Anthony
on a
Jeselnik.
Oh yeah, it was Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah,
and
we
then
were- and we had-
I thought you were talking about our anniversary, which was weekend. And I was
No.
like, that was a Saturday.
That
Of
was a
course
Saturday.
There were.
We were
Okay.
there on a Wednesday, and bachelor parties or bachelorette parties were going
Yeah.
hard
They were like on the pedal.
on the pedal bus.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
the
get on a
pedal
little bus.
taverns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get on a bus, they pedal, and then they get hammered. Yeah, like
Those will go throughout the weekdays because there were like schools in downtown Nashville that were complaining because people on the little pedal taverns were like going by during the school day and people were like drunk going woo while these little kids were trying to learn about the war of northern aggression,
yeah.
which is
That's what the South has
that's what
reframed
the
the Civil
South
War.
calls the Civil War.
I got that. I got the joke. You know what? I would love to go to Nashville, but I'm trying to save up because Jake and me and Jake are going to Germany next year.
Shut the fuck up. No, you aren't. I
We're
told
going
Hannah
to
that.
Germany.
There's no fucking
I
way.
said, I think you should go to Amsterdam instead because I know how comfortable you are staying in red light districts. And I know
You know what? Here's the benefit of going to Amsterdam with Jake. We wouldn't smell Jake.
That is true. That's a good point. Honestly, Germany wouldn't be my first choice, but like that's where Jake grew up and everything. And they're like, I
Yeah.
want to go to Germany.
Germany's beautiful.
Germany.
I like no cap. I would actually really enjoy a trip to Germany with Jake.
You
actually
should go
there.
with us. You should fucking go with us.
You
'cause
should
we're going.
invite me.
Dylan,
I did invite you. What do you mean?
No, you didn't. I don't
invited.
believe it.
Dylan
I don't
would
believe it's
actually-
real.
You would actually like German food. I think.
Yeah, German food is very meaty, and it's meaty potatoes. Very like
You like it more than most other food in Europe. I think.
probably, yeah. No, yeah. I would bring Hannah probably, but like,
Well, I'll just do it. I'll just
Yeah,
go
you'll
off
just
on
go.
my own.
but I would genuinely enjoy hanging out with the boys,
Yeah,
having Jake
finally.
there.
Finally, someone can back me up on this.
Okay.
Jake, I need you to tell Dylan this Germany trip is happening.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You did not say that convincing at all.
I heard my name so many times.
Oh, we
in,
Beetlejuiced
like
you
the
in?
last 30 seconds.
Yeah. No, I would, Jake. You grew up in Germany. I know that about you. So I think it would be genuinely a very wholesome trip to have you there. You'd be like showing us your whole, like, probably some old homies where you used to, buy cigarettes. Like I don't know, the same gas store.
But the cigarettes they're in like vending machines on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was there, they just had them like in vending machines.
You would show us your favorite vending machine that you probably stood next to and intimidated people, and then you'd make a random friend as you do because you'd be like, "You want one?" And they'd be like, well, "Sure."
No, I don't offer
But in German.
cigarettes to anyone. Fuck them.
Fuck him, says Jake. But then you would go to
I was gonna say he expects to be offered barbecue, but he doesn't offer cigarettes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy you shots all night long. I'm not giving you a fucking cigarette.
Jake will never give you anything other than shots. He will only feed you in liquor. That's his only appropriate way of showing love languages.
Yeah.
Okay, go to bed.
I'm going to bed.
Go to
Good
bed.
night, everyone.
Wait, hold up, Hannah, before you leave. You tweeted something about Amazon fucking you over. Like, I need the story about that.
There's a story.
Oh, well, earlier this month, like one of the very first days of October, I placed a really huge Amazon order because it was a bunch of stuff that I was going to need for my trip to Iceland, which I leave for on Thursday morning.
Oh, that's gonna be expensive as fuck.
And then it was also some stuff for like my Halloween costume. So obviously, like the stuff for Iceland was much more important because that trip is a lot sooner. So anyway, I placed this order. It was like 1st of October or something. It was all supposed to be delivered between October 5th through 8th. And then half of it was delivered by October 8th, which was, again, the latest date that this whole order was supposed to be delivered. And it was like all of my Halloween costume stuff. So that's the stuff I don't need until the very end of the month. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, this is like just my luck. So then I get that like email from Amazon that's like, well, we're sorry, but looks like your order's delayed and it's not going to be here until the 18th and I'm leaving on the 19th. So I'm like, if this is delayed anymore, it's going to be a problem, which none of the last few things that were in that order were like the most important. If I absolutely needed to, I could still
What's
run.
Missing?
Well, it came today.
Oh,
I'm getting to that, Dylan.
Sorry.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Dylan.
I haven't heard this, so this is all news to me.
Yeah, and you just ruined it.
Okay, spoiler. She got it. GG.
But anyway, so they were like, it's supposed to come by the 18th. And I'm like, well, I really hope it does because it's already been delayed like way past the last date I was supposed to get it. But none of the stuff that was in the order was like absolutely vital. Like all the big things I needed to order for the trip, I'd already gotten. It was just the last few little things that I could honestly get either at like Target or get kind of close enough approximations. So I wasn't the worst worried, but I was extremely annoyed. And so then I got an email today and it was like just that email that Amazon sends out when they're like jerking themselves off because your order is supposed to come early. And they were just like, great news. Your order's going to come on the 17th. It's coming early. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, that's not how this works. My order was supposed to come between the 5th and the 8th. And then you pushed it to the 18th. And now it's coming on the 17th. I'm like, it is still 9 days past the latest date it was supposed to arrive. And I'm just like, no, you don't get to send me this celebratory email like bragging on your excellent service. I was just like, this is maddening. But it did arrive today and it looked like it had been through absolute hell. The box was horribly like banged up, but everything inside of it was like undamaged. I mean, most of the stuff was
the box was fucked up. Yeah, that box looked rough.
I mean, but luckily, like the stuff inside was like wool socks and like, you know, stuff that was like
stuff. You can't really fuck up wool socks.
Yeah, like it was like stuff that wasn't going to get damaged if the box was like. So, but yeah, everything arrived. I'm going to be able to pack my shit tomorrow and get out of here Thursday morning. But I was still just like, Amazon, like
yeah.
Why did you send me my Mothman costume on October 5th? And like, I mean, obviously they don't know. They're just like packing random
here's your
shit
box
in
or whatever.
Yeah, they're just packing random shit in boxes. But I was like, this would happen. I would get like my Halloween costume weeks before I need it, and then the stuff I really, really need 2 days beforehand.
The fucked up thing is that you're not in Bowling Green anymore, right?
No, we're Bowling Green.
Yeah.
You're still in Bowling Green?
Yeah.
Okay, so everything you get from Amazon
goes to Nashville.
Probably comes from Lexington.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lexington or
No,
Nashville.
my package was in Lexington forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a very good chance that I know who packed your box.
God damn it, Jake. Why is it always you at the source of my problems?
And they're probably just like, hey, this box just has like wool socks and shit in it. I'm just gonna punch the fuck out
Bro,
of it.
it dead ass looked like it got ran over 4 times
I
before it
know.
made it to our doorstep. I looked at this.
I need to like tell all my people that work there, like, yo, if you see a Camacho in Bowling Green,
Yeah.
like, take care of their shit.
They're one of the good ones, or they're with
Like,
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the only Camacho. Well, I don't know if we're the only Camachos in Bowling Green, but we're like one of maybe 4.
Yeah, you're probably close to being.
Just about,
I
if
mean,
not
we're
maybe.
the only ones with our first names.
Yeah, we're the only Dylan
yeah.
and Hannah Camacho in Bowling Green. That much.
Yeah, but also, Hannah, I had another question. You said something about you didn't block OnlyFans. What is that about?
Oh no, I mentioned like OnlyFans, like on Twitter. In a tweet, I like just mentioned something about OnlyFans. I forget why. I was like just joking about like posting like feet pics on OnlyFans or something, but I didn't.
Just totally kidding though.
But I didn't censor it. I wrote out OnlyFans. And I
Oh,
learned
fuck.
the
Yeah, you
hard
can't do
way
that.
you censor things like Amazon, OnlyFans, all of that, because now Twitter is just like nothing but fucking bots that will just fill up your mentions like crazy. And so I had like just the craziest mentions for like ever after that.
Yeah,
So.
I have nothing but fucking bots like Hannah Camacho. Like,
Yeah. It's Hannah Pillar on Twitter. We'll have you know.
So
I don't remember where you said that, but
well, no, Hannah actually put her last name. She put Camacho on.
Hannah, why are you tweeting about what my clients say?
what?
One of my
I saw-
husband's Zoomer clients, whose names probably ends with, and I cannot confirm nor
Matt.
deny, Aiden said my Halloween decorations were lame, which is not what they said. They said, and I quote verbatim, isn't that one sign? Well, 2 different clients that do different things. One said, isn't the skeleton or isn't the graveyard a little inappropriate? And I said, no. And I didn't even ask why. I just said no. And then another one had said that the game over tombstone is a bit corny.
Well,
And
I don't care.
And
It
I
doesn't
said, that's
matter.
fine. Horror is like half horror, half cheese. And that's like what makes horror.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's what makes whores.
right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what's Germany is like?
What the heck?
The whores, I
Are
mean.
you okay, Charlie Kelly?
We were talking about Germany before then, so I'm queuing us back up. And horrors kind of just makes sense because that's why Nat traveled.
I will not discuss my high school experience.
Or Jake will not confirm
What Germany whores is like.
what Germany whores is like on today's episode of Twitch Tuesday, featuring Jake.
I will say, I will give you one word:
Aggressive.
fun.
What the German horse like. Fun. All right, Hannah.
Okay.
That's your show. Alan said 9 minutes ago. Later, Hannah.
I know. But you guys, for some reason,
Bye.
wanted to hear an Amazon story because I'm the only one who has
I
an
hadn't heard it.
Amazon hell story.
Only
No,
you.
Only me.
I saw you on Twitter, and
Yeah.
I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right, Hannah. Good night.
Okay, I'm gonna finally take my probiotics.
good
Bye.
night, Hannah.
Bye, Hannah.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Sweet dreams. When I come back, I'll learn Icelandic.
Well,
Not really.
no.
I probably
We're
won't.
going to Germany.
Allegedly.
Dylan,
Okay.
it's happening. We're going to Germany.
You know what? All right. When?
September.
Oh, for
Oh,
Oktoberfest?
Jesus,
Are you-
fuck.
Yeah, we're going for Oktoberfest.
Oh,
Oh
That's
no,
interesting.
you don't want to go to Oktoberfest.
I want to go to Oktoberfest.
You really don't.
Why?
Hold Hold on, let me light this cigarette.
Hannah. Oh, you're right here. Alan says you're my favorite palindrome.
It's a really great.
Hannah says it's a really great one. Okay, close my door.
that was actually really good, Alan.
Yeah, that was.
Or
Yeah.
you know what? Just for that being that good, I'm gonna say Ryan Chandler. That was very good.
Who the fuck? How dare you say? How dare you say where his name is spoken? It is Alan Smithy.
Who the fuck is watching this? Who cares?
Alan Smithy.
Ryan Chandler.
Ryan Chandler or whatever you just said has never viewed our channel.
Right. Yeah.
Only
We've
this-
never met. We've never hung out. Nothing like that.
I love that Smithy guy though. He's great.
He's great.
Hang out with him as often as
Love him.
possible.
Yeah. What was I supposed to start talking about?
God, who knows, Jake?
You were saying how we don't want to go to Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah, you don't.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to go to
dude.
October. Okay, so explain to me. Sell me on the idea on not going to Oktoberfest.
I'm supposed to unsell you.
Correct. Sell me on the idea of not wanting to go.
Unsell you.
Yes, I know. Technically, it's like buying. Buy me into this idea.
I'm needing you to say that you need me to unsell you.
Yes, I need you to unsell me on the idea.
Okay.
Okay.
So
This is-
there shut the fuck up. Okay, so there's like a lot of carnival rides and shit. But every 10 feet there's a pile of puke
Mhm.
that has like
Oh, it sounds
some
like Phoenix.
hay over it.
Sounds like Phoenix, except that Phoenix is just piles of shit. So
Well, yeah, Nat's there, so there's piles of shit.
no, that's in Tucson.
Now in Tucson, big difference.
Big difference
There's
between
no piles of shit here.
If anybody
There's
can tell
Paul.
you,
Paul's here, but he just,
yeah.
Okay,
Now Tucson
oh,
may be a big
but
pile of shit right now, but
Paul's there, but he couldn't be bothered to hit you up.
don't get me started on that, Jay.
that's crazy.
That's
I
so
thought we
fun.
were friends.
So anyway, okay, so pile of vomits everywhere. So it's just a regular Panthers game.
Oh fuck!
Spot the lie.
It. I mean, that's actually kind of accurate.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, especially this season. I don't want to talk shit because my team sucks too. Like,
No, I'm talking about accurate for Oktoberfest.
Okay. So Oktoberfest is a bunch of vomit. That's not scaring me off just yet.
It's a bunch of drunk people that are puking all over the place,
Yeah.
and there's really no reason to go there because you can get bratwurst like anywhere else.
Sure.
There's no reason to go to Oktoberfest.
What about seeing the sexy blonde girls in the outfits getting fingered though? That's like a thing that happens all the time in Oktoberfest. Right?
That you can do that anywhere else. I don't know
Just hit
about
up
them
Chelsea.
getting fingered,
It's true.
but oh Jesus.
You-
Sexy
don't
blonde
think-
girls getting fingered, and you went to Kelsey.
Yeah, she's an attractive blonde woman with a strong sexual
I don't
prowess.
think she would dispute that. I think she would.
I don't think she would
Oh,
either.
what? But
I'm
why?
not making it weird.
Why
I
are
think
you?
both would
Why
have
are you fingering her, Nat?
I mean,
consent? I mean, consent's sexy.
you don't know what goes down in the Cyberthirst chat.
Yeah, Cyberthirst chat's pretty fucked.
I
I'm just there to
Yeah,
influence the
I'm-
voyeurism between it, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, we have all been in the same house. at
Yeah, we
one
have.
time.
Well, except for Paul. He wasn't really there. He was in PJ's house. Now.
Yeah, we will never.
I'm never gonna let him
Have-
live that down. Fuck no, I'm not. I would be furious.
Dylan's way more mad about this than I am.
I am. As somebody who actively does a lot to go see the crew and the homies here in the C2A family, feels just quite a bit strange to be in one of theirs backyard and not say hi. Now, the worst thing that we could possibly say is that Megs lives in Ohio, I live in Kentucky, and that I haven't seen Megs. But Megs lives in like northern Ohio. She's like 6
Sure.
hours away. And Ohio's it's one of those really dumb tall states. You know what I mean? It just keeps on going.
Sure.
Jake, you get it.
I'm just telling Paul that you're talking shit about him.
Hell yeah, put him on.
Yeah, he can go live from PJ's house.
He can go live from PJ. I hear PJ has good internet. PLD. Somehow this is Jake's fault. There it is. There it is. Walk is shaming on into this podcast like he has anything to do with it. Under it as PLD projects too. He can't even show his face. Puts his business out there.
I think I banned his PLD.
What? Did you just ban PLD straight up?
I don't. There's so many channels, man. I don't.
I know. There's so many. Paul's got his fingers in all of these little foxy blonde German girls. You know what I mean?
I know
He
exactly what you mean.
wishes.
Anyways,
But no, Nat, me and you, we going
Me
to
and
Germany,
you.
bruh.
We're going.
see, it always keeps going back to that. It always keeps going back to me and you, buddy. We're going to Germany.
No, you're invited too. I've invited you like 3 times. You're like, oh, I've never been invited. Like, you're invited to come. The whole gang's invited to come. Even
whole-
I did not approve that.
Aha! No, Jake, I know you didn't prove it. You don't invite me anywhere. That's the point.
Man,
Bruh.
when I was in Nashville, I tried to invite you everywhere, but you had to have like COVID shit.
No, Hannah had COVID.
He's
I
got
don't
you
wanna
there.
be-
That's a good point.
Yeah. Listen, I would have came and gave you all COVID. I would have gave you all COVID in a heartbeat. That's what you guys get for going to Nashville, frankly. But during any sort of like COVID peaks. But Ben had his lovely tour. We had just moved into this house, and I said, "Okay, my wife is literally dying. She's surrounded in boxes, and I've been exposed to COVID. Probably is not going to be very great to get everybody sick."
So
So,
Paul
I
tried to
told,
say something. Paul tried to say something earlier, but it was blocked because it censored it. He said, "What the fuck? I'm at PJ's bar with his corgi, so I can't hear you." But I announced your lies and false accusations.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it popped up on Twitch too. That's funny. Here's the Twitch version.
Yeah, I said Dylan and Nat are talking shit about you right now, and he said it's your fault.
Wait, I didn't answer your lies and false accusation. No, I think he's made it pretty clear that he said this is Jake's fault.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Jake, what did you do?
I don't fucking care.
Why didn't you tell Nat that Paul was coming to Tucson area?
I didn't fucking know, man.
You're his keeper.
I was still mad about him going to the show in New York with Jen and
With the deep. Oh, he froze out.
Oh.
Well, Jake smoked one too many cigarettes and the Wi-Fi router went out again. So,
is my internet back?
yeah, it's back now.
Oh, you're back.
You're back. No, you're gone again.
He's gone.
You came back for a second and then you went right away. So
I was like, damn, Jay's sitting like really still right now, but no, it's just frozen.
I know he looked very shocked. Oh, okay, you're back again.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I'm still mad at Paul because of the pictures that I was sent from the New York show with
Mhm.
Jen and Ken and Mark.
Oh, yeah. This is on the New York show. Remember when Schmodown was the thing?
Yeah,
Good times.
yeah. Jen started it. She texted me the picture with her and Paul,
Yeah.
and she was like, "I miss you, homie." I was like, "Oh, well, fuck y'all."
Yeah. See, Nat
And
didn't even
then-
get that. Nat didn't even get a text from PJ being like, "Miss you, homie." With
Oh, I
picture.
think that's PJ. I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, you got a Twitter, but you didn't get the direct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alan says PLD
Then-
can't handle environments like Arizona. He has to be ushered from AC to a plane, AC to a car, AC to pizza. He's barely conscious right now. I believe that. I believe Paul's a very bougie man.
Do you really want to call him a man, though?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, he has 3 kids.
He has
I
3
think that qualifies.
I think you get a man card stamped for having 1 child, but 3 probably puts him over there.
Yeah.
I've got no children. My man card is not stamped. I guess
I
that's the only criteria.
don't either.
Yeah.
Can I admit something that is very embarrassing?
Always
Please do.
Always on this show.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, can my internet cut out again?
No, you're good. It's
Too late for
butter.
that.
But
So I said that I have absolutely no plans to ever get married. I don't want that. That's not for me.
mhm.
But if I did, my groomsmen would be 3 of my homies from high school,
Yeah.
and then Paul Denuzio
Damn, that's
and
crazy.
Mike Deacon,
That's a good one. That's a
and it would, the last one would be a table with a candle on it
good one.
to represent all of my friends that I've lost.
All the homies who couldn't be here with us.
Yeah. But the fact
But the
that
fact
I
you listened-
included Paul in that, like, I mean it from the heart. He is one of my best fucking friends.
What's that like? We've never been best friends with Paul.
It- I
like
That's
TJ.
so uncomfortable. I don't think Nat thinks. I don't think Nat appreciates that I'm championing this so much louder than
That's
him.
crazy. He's half an hour away from me right now. I can drive there.
I know. Jake said that just goes out at that time. Face green smiling. I don't know what the emoji is for that, but I'm
Oh,
sure it's
Hang
gas.
on, let me check YouTube.
Yeah, I want to see what
It's
else.
like a little green face with teeth and stuff.
Oh, that's really funny. You know what, Jake? Even though you're not here, but you are here, I don't think there's anything embarrassing with that. I think Paul's a ride or die homie, and I think he knows better. He's gone,
Oh, he's
and I think he hears us loud and clear.
yeah,
Soft asshole.
loud and clear. Soft asshole.
So, anyways, as we wind out the show, Jake will come back in.
that was the perfect time to
Yeah,
internet connection.
it really was. It was. We're gonna wind up the session with some stuff you don't care about, Jake. So you can hang if you want to and just listen to us rant, or you can.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
So in the game Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. All right. Much love, brother.
Let's see you in Germany.
Holla, holla.
See you in Germany.
Yes, sir.
I'm still going to Oktoberfest. Anyways,
I don't say he didn't unsell me on Oktoberfest. I still want to go.
yeah, I was going to say
It
I've
sounds like
been-
college.
Yeah, I mean honestly. So hold on, I'm trying to let me see if I can get this set up here.
Oh, by the way, I'm a vinyl guy now. Got my vinyl record first ever.
Oh shit,
Because
you're
the
a
internet.
vinyl guy? Max Hipster. Let's go.
Hell yeah! I don't even have
So-
a player or anything, but got my
No,
record.
But the vinyls always look sexy. You gotta have a curated list. So Nat, have you heard about this? All right, first of all, Minthara, you know who I'm talking about, right?
No, I know her very well.
You either do or you don't, right? So on my
I
first
slaughtered
playthrough-
a village for her.
yeah, bro, I just did it. So I'm on my second playthrough. My first playthrough, I killed her outright. Like I didn't know you could recruit her. I like stripped her down. I'm like, why is she sticking around totally naked? And then I put her into a chest. I put her into like the camp
Oh.
chest and keep her around. I drag her out for parties every now and again. So
Oh, really? You can do that?
yeah, brother, you sure can. So that was my first playthrough. I didn't even know she was recruitable until like some like random things in the subreddit people were talking about. oh yeah, it's crazy how people didn't even know you could recruit Minthara. And I'm like, who? And then like I went and looked, and I was like, oh, her. And I'm like, yeah, I got her in the trunk. Don't mind Minthara. So, and then I read, well, how do you recruit Minthara? And it's like, no, that's the bad path, right? You got to go slaughter the druids and the tieflings at the Druid Grove in Act 1, and then she's like, fuck yeah, let's fuck. And it's like,
Yeah, she was
very sexy, very good stuff. I've seen the scene.
I don't know if it was worth it though, to be honest.
Killing the tieflings is a lot of storyline. It cuts out Karlach. You lose Will. You lose Halsin. I mean, you lose like 3 to 4 companions. You lose a lot of content for it. But Drow Mama, I mean, that sex scene is gas though. That's the best scene in the whole game.
By far the best scene.
Yeah, and you fuck a bear in this game. So if you don't know, you know now. So some people were saying, okay, this is a conundrum because the biggest thing on recruiting Minthara is that you pretty much, for those who don't know, right? No about Baldur's Gate. You have a whole, like, it's like D&D. So imagine you have all these storylines tied to these characters, and you can either explore the whole game with these characters coming through in and out all the time, and they're attached to all these other characters you can recruit into your party. So these are people that you ride and die with, right? First playthrough, my first good playthrough came through. All these people were here. Some of my favorite people in this crew. Karlach is totally sick. Will is this cheesy like hero, but it has a pretty good story to him. And Mings Mizora into it, and she's a baddie. You have all these characters who come in because of these extra characters. And it's pretty much you can either do that, or you can be evil as shit and fuck Minthara raw, fucking dirty, filthy bitch. But you into it. So naturally, on my second playthrough, I'm evil as shit. And she's right on top of my plate on my to-do list, figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
So what I started reading that somebody had created a way to kind of cheese the system, and that way you could recruit Minthara into your party while also saving the tieflings, which is a whole big thing of like the connecting thread for like your good playthrough, right? It's so much content. So Nat, have you not heard about this?
No.
Oh man, this is amazing. So let me just say the very first comment of what I described, somebody said most sane Minthara simp for a person who figured this whole thing out. So here's the loose process I'm going to describe. So, and this comes directly from this Reddit post. The gist of it is, the short and sweet, is that when you go to the goblin camp where you meet Minthara, you knock her out and then kill the other 2 goblin leaders in Act 1. And that in order to trigger the temporary hostile with Minthara, but she's knocked out, so that's fine. Then you go free Halsin. Halsin goes, you go be a good guy. You're the fucking best dude in the world. You save the grove. They celebrate, like they're about to go celebrate with you. You go back, check with Minthara, still in Act 1. You long rest. You wake up, and she's up again. Like she's not dead. She's just like up. But you don't talk to her. She's just chilling. She's not hostile to you, but she's chilling in this camp. But Halsin thought you killed everybody. So the game sees all of these little flags that otherwise put you on the bad path or the good path, and you pass the good path. Minthara is still alive. This is a big deal. So then what happens is, thanks to player to attack Minthara first to obtain her temporary hostile thing, blah, blah, blah. Return to Halsin's camp after killing the goblins. Do a long rest. She'll respawn, but we cannot interact with her. It's fine. Leave her alone for now. In Act 2, go to Moonrise Towers and activate the waypoint. That means you can just hop right on over there for people who are wanting to know what the fuck this is.
Mm-hmm.
Reach level 7, learn Polymorph, and learn Dominate Beasts. Make sure they're 2 separate people that are casting 2 different spells. This is where things start getting really fucking silly. Go back to the Goblin Camp. Enter turn-based mode. Not necessary, but it just kind of helps. Use Polymorph on Minthara. She's turned into a sheep. Use Dominate Beast, and now she's part of your crew. You pick her up, and then you teleport with her in your party after probably drinking like an elixir to make you strong or to have a Sensuous Carrier. You teleport to Moonrise Towers. You drag her into Ketheric Thorm's room whenever she is supposed to be, I guess, getting interrogated. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far into this role. You throw her into Ketheric. It triggers the scene where I guess she's like on trial with him. As a sheep, mind you, which is the funniest fucking thing. And I'm going to show you footage after the show is done. But if you're low-key entertained by what I'm telling you so far, go look it up. It's so fucking funny. So you bring her into this trial. If Minthara's sheep breaks free and tries to flee, you can either load the save or do this or this or this, right? When you successfully bring Minthara's sheep as a companion, the judgment shall begin. Minthara's sheep will be judged, which is hilarious. The judging scene may not be triggered in the judging room, though. A player shared that it will be triggered if you carry or push the sheep into the position of the goblin on the left of the guards. Okay, so they're just adding these little caveats to make sure that this is how the triggers. You need to divide into 2 groups. One of them is going to go to the underground jail to save Minthara. With torches, she is so buggy it may not even trigger she may even trigger Shadow Curse in the tower. So this is super buggy, right? This is like clearly not how the game wants to be played, but you can do it. When Minthara sheep is taken below and starting to be judged by the goblins, she will be teleported to the jail room with 2 gnomes. They'll start interrogating her, and then you go into the room and you go save her, and then that's how you pretty much get Minthara and your crew, and you save the tieflings and all that stuff, and you get Halsin.
Huh. That's very in-depth. This game is crazy, man. Like,
Dude, this is the craziest fucking game. But
so, no, I haven't. So my thing with Baldur's Gate is I'm playing as a good guy, but
yeah,
I
it's
saw
how you get the
Minthara.
most content on the first one. I almost always play as a bad guy, but this one I was like, I knew I wanted to play like and get as much of as everything as I can get in this playthrough.
But here's the thing about me in video games.
Uh-huh.
My favorite thing is to romance as many characters as I can.
Yes.
So I looked it up, like, who can you romance? And I saw Minthara. I was like, I got to romance her. So I played it from the start. I was like,
oh my god. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I met her, I was like, I'm gonna do the killing the village thing, and then I'm gonna reload my save and then just go back to my regular playthrough.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. But killing the village took so much out of me. Like, I felt so fucking bad.
They made
I
you
have
feel
not.
awful.
If you feel terrible.
Yeah.
Right after I had sex with Minthara, I was like, nope, I'm done for now. So I've just been playing Starfield.
That's so funny. Dude, yeah. So like having played the good way all the way through, now I can kind of have that like levity that in the one timeline I did it absolutely right. And then in my Dark Urge timeline, which for the record is super gas, highly recommend, because you can you don't necessarily play it as full evil. You can play it as like a redeemable bad guy with like this urge to kill people. Really mental role play. Anyways, so in this one I was like, all right, let's see what the big deal about like doing the siege on the Grove is, because I've just kind of like read it. I've never really seen what it's like. And I'm like, you kill Zevlar, and I was like, oh shit. And then like the goblins come in and they make you go watch every person get killed. You kill Will, you kill the whole wizard and his brother and sister.
Yeah. So I my first time doing it, I had Will in my party, but I died. So I was like, oh, I have to fight Will. I'm just gonna leave him behind. So I just left him behind in the camp.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to kill Will that way.
See, I totally, by the time I was getting this part of the story I forgot to go grab Will and Karlach. Mm-hmm. Will was just in there fighting the goblins as he would be, right? And I chromatic orb the shit out of him. He was fried, like he was like a crisp on the ground whenever I left Will. I've got to go talk to Karlach. I'm really curious what she's going to say about this whole thing. I think have you seen what it looks like when you kill Karla?
I haven't actually met Karlach. I had to look her up because I didn't know who you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. So, will go chase after Karlach, but she's a whole character. She's great. Like, she's genuinely great.
Where do you find Karlach?
She is, if you're looking at the map, you know how like kind of like the Druid Grove is like up north, right?
Yeah.
So if you went south and then not towards the bogs, but not west, but east, she's like southeast.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, I gotta play it.
Dude, Act 1 map is big. I remember thinking like I went into Act 2 and then I randomly went back to Act 1 stuff because I was like, oh shit, there's more stuff.
Yeah. So my party when I did the whole slaughtering of the village was I had Asterion, Shadowheart, and Gale.
Yeah. Yeah, Gale is like mortified about the whole thing. He's like, I can't believe I did that.
Gale like leaves the party after you already did it.
Oh, I talked to him into staying. Yeah.
Oh, you talked him into staying?
Yeah, I charisma'd him in. Gale's gonna suffer in this playthrough. I already knew whenever I was doing an evil playthrough. Shadowheart is like, she has a conscience about it, but she's got a dark past. You know, she's kind of a baddie like that. So like, Shadowheart, for the record, I'm trying so hard not to romance Shadowheart again.
I'm gonna romance the shit out of Shadowheart.
Dude, she's just the fucking best. But yeah, so like, it was so hard for me to turn her down at this most recent one. I was like, man, she really needs that support, but I gotta go fuck that Dressy. You know, so literally Shadowheart's like getting hammered because she even feels kind of bad about it. Lae'zel was like, yeah, that was a good time. Like Lae'zel, I'm like, we're gonna do just fine. Asterion was like, let's celebrate the victory, I guess. And he's just kind of like pretty. I'm like, all right, you all my crew. You all I'm down for what I'm about in this playthrough.
Yeah.
Gale's like, I'm gonna vomit. There's so much darkness. You're bad for me. And I was like, yeah, but you'll die without me. And he was like, you're probably right. Mind you, he's already missing an eye because I had a hag pull one of his eyeballs.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
I didn't let her take my eye.
On the first playthrough, I did it to Lae'zel because Lae'zel was like, I was a good guy. Lae'zel was rough, so we were on the other ends of things. So anytime anything bad was going to happen to a character, Lae'zel was the one getting chucked in there. Like Lae'zel had her eye plugged. Did you make it to the Crest camp?
The Crest camp? What's that?
Yeah, the where like Lae'zel's people all are.
So I haven't found Lae'zel.
Okay, so when you go to like her people's like camp, right? When you go to like the Crest get together.
Yeah, there's so much I haven't explored.
Dude,
I gotta get back into it.
You got to get back into it. It's a great game. But whenever you go find her people, she's always going on, you got to go do this machine. Our machine's the best. It'll get this thing right out, right?
Yeah.
And I won't spoil it, but it's like a pretty painful process that that you can go through when you go through it. So naturally, I threw Lae'zel in there because it made sense character-wise and because she was my like test dummy as a good character.
Yeah.
And
I was wondering where she was because like I should see her by now. Okay, yeah, I gotta get back into it then.
Bro, you gotta get back in. I would just do straight up like a Baldur's Gate stream with you. We would just play co-op. We can't because you're on PlayStation. Yep. I might just get it for PlayStation just to play with you. I don't know.
I'd be down for that.
That'd be fun. I gotta spend like $70 on it. Tell Jake to forward me like $70 from this.
Bro, I am so fucking broke. Like I actually ran out of money last week before I got paid.
Yeah.
And then I just got paid. I was like, I want to throw down $200 on Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition.
Oh my God.
I need that 19 inches of Venom, Dylan.
Yeah, 19 inches of Venom, bro. I love them talking about that.
Yeah.
All day. Hold on. So before we go, we're about to wrap up here soon. Somehow we've gotten 5 viewers for Baldur's Gate Talk, which just
How'd that happen?
Which just insists to me that Baldur's Gate is like that much of a powerhouse of a game right now. So I want to show you. Okay, I just want to show you this clip real quick. So, hey, fucking spoiler. She's nude, so hopefully this doesn't flag us.
No, don't do that.
Nah, it's very, very small.
On Twitch.
It's very, very small. And she just got polymorphed. So you polymorph her into a sheep. You control beasts.
Oh.
Right. And then you're like, all right. This red character right here is Karlach, by the way. Karlach.
I see her.
She's the best. Like, she's pretty great. She reminds me of Kelsey in a lot of ways. I think Kelsey would fuck with her. Like, she's a big like geek of the world.
I think Kelsey would love Baldur's Gate.
Kelsey would love this game. This is just a romance simulator with a bunch of fighting. So you take the sheep, you go to Moonrise, Towers, this place where all the, the first baddies are effectively. And then let me find a spot so I'm not just doing this on screen. When you take them in to this trial, because when you first go there, the main baddie that you're trying to fight is kind of like, doesn't know it's you, doesn't know you're the problem. It's you, or whatever Taylor Swift says. So you go in there, you throw a sheep. And I guess normally Minthara gets like judged for like not like killing the grove because you save it. But she's just there as a fucking sheep in the cutscene because you polymorphed her. And it's so buggy, like she's not even in shot right now. And he goes over to these ones, minor spoilers. Yeah, and then like there's a part in here where she kind of gets like dragged off. But just the idea that like you're taking this fucking sheep into this trial and it's just floating around. This game is wild, bro. It's so good. Wild. Anyways, go play Baldur's Gate if you're on PC. That's cool. Good for you. Me too.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our show. It's gonna be a second. Holiday season is very taxing on me in that. A bunch of video games come out in October.
There's so many video games.
I'm still playing Baldur's Gate. I'm playing my second and pseudo third playthrough because I have a splitting path of like pure evil and then like cheese the game by turning Minthara into a sheep, Dark Urge playthroughs right now. And then I got to play Liza P because that game looks like gas. I've heard really great things.
I heard it's good.
Spider-Man 2 comes out. Man, we're stacked.
We're stacked. I've just been juggling my time. Spider 2 is in a few days. I was like, I have no more free time. That's just my life now.
Yeah, Hannah's going to be gone in Iceland for about like 4 or 5 days, so I might have some time to play.
Why
some
is she
games.
going to Iceland?
Because she wanted to. And I said, okay.
I want to. We're going to Germany instead.
Yeah, you're going to Germany with Jake.
Someone else has got to come along because I can't spend a whole vacation with Jake.
Bro, yes, you can. That's content to me. I would watch every minute of you and Jake just being in Germany, and it was just you two having to tolerate one another.
Jake wouldn't have to do much to tolerate me. I think I get along pretty well with most people, but Jake and his ways, that's gonna be tough.
Jake is just so Jake. I would watch every minute of that. I would not turn off the TV. Like that stream would be playing 24/7 downstairs.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a good time. Anyways, what if we just made C2A that just a travel blog with the crew members?
Yeah, that would be good. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Revive the
guys,
channel.
that's our show. We're rebranding Call to Action as a travel blog.
Call to vacation.
Yeah, Call to Adventure.
Oh, that's good. Call to adventure. That's actually better.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this shit. That's why I'm the leader.
Okay.
Well, Paul retired, and he went over to the PJ network or whatever.
Yeah, and Danny just disappeared. So
Danny disappeared.
I guess you're
And
the de facto leader.
Alex was the only other competition, and I mean,
Alex wasn't one of the council members, I don't think.
no, she had to replace me for a little bit because I took a sabbatical.
Oh, well, Alex is a mother now, so
Yeah,
Yes,
so I
that
kicked
does
her
have
out
to do.
because we don't need women running the show.
I do not endorse that.
Matt endorses that. He's a monster. He said it, not me. Anyway, guys, make sure to tune in next time. We don't know what next time is.
It's not gonna be next week, but
Not
maybe
next
the week
week.
after.
Probably not the week after.
The week after.
It'll be before Thanksgiving though. It'll probably be the weekend before Thanksgiving.
We still gotta waste the Thanksgiving, so I'd say that's pretty safe.
That's pretty safe. Yeah. No, it'll be like the first week of November, maybe. Remember.
The first week of
First-
November.
The first week of November. That's what it is for us. Smithy, if you're still here, which you usually are, much love, brother. Always glad to see you.
Love you,
Smithy, you'll come out with us to Germany, right? Let us know. Nat Dill, Jake PLD. Later, brother.
Yeah.
All right, bye, guys.